Joining me is our regular Thursday guest, Barnaby Joyce, the Nationals frontbencher and former Deputy Prime Minister. Barnaby, great to see you. Look, one thing that Ted O'Brien, the Coalition's Ted O'Brien, did in that debate was refuse to rule out pulling Australia out of the Paris Agreement. Donald Trump's pulled out America already. And then walking away from our promise to cut our emissions by 43% by 2030. If it's in the national interest, he said. You'd be glad about that, wouldn't you?
Well, I have views that I shall not disclose on a public broadcast. What I can say is this: you can't. What Mr Bowen represents is 82% intermittent power. Stop calling them renewables, please. 82% intermittent power by 2030. Now they show all these documents, and I get that. And obviously Mr Bowen knows his documents but doesn't want to tell us about them. But the only document you really need to understand is your power bill. Your power bill is going through the roof. Not any major manufacturer in the world wants to move to Australia. This is a total cluster. And the fact that Mr Bowen stands behind it, sort of this resolute sort of view of, despite all the evidence, is the reason why he may lose his own seat. I mean, maybe that's the only way this gentleman will have an epiphany, when he no longer has the job. The Australian people have worked it out. They are over this intermittent swindle. They're over it. I'm here in Ipswich and they're over it. It doesn't matter where you go, to the top end of town, the bottom end of town, the middle end of town, they all hate it. But Mr Bowen, he lives on a different planet.
Look, I thought Ted O'Brien put in a really good performance.
I did.
I thought, wow, that's really impressive. What a pity. Yeah, well, it's just a pity that so few Australians won't care about.
He went to something that in good retail politics. Go to one question and ask them over and over again. And as they say, as you guys know, as the media knows, the third time they don't answer it is the time you know they're lying.
Correct. Yeah, but having praised his performance, I've got to say there's one point I never hear the Liberals make. When Labor says what Chris Bowen said again today about your nuclear plan, oh, it's no good because it's going to take at least 12 years to build the first reactor. Here he is.
The problems with their plan are many. It's a bizarre approach, frankly, which argues that the answer to needing more, cheaper energy now is to introduce the most expensive form of energy in, by their own admission, 12 years' time.
Well, it's not the most expensive system cost. Absolutely not. That's another lie. But what you should point out is that the Snowy Mountains hydro scheme, that's become a symbol of Australia, a symbol of nation building. We're so proud of it. Took more than twice as long to build. 25 years from the start in 1949. And no one says that was a mistake. Oh, we shouldn't do that because it's going to take 25 years. That is called planning ahead, Barnaby.
No, of course. I mean, it's a simple analogy. When is the best time to plant a tree? Well, probably 30 years ago. What's the next best time? Well, right now. And what are you going to say? Well, unless the house is fully built right now, I'm going to live in a tent. Well, mate, that's insane. Now build a proper house. Do the planning, build a house. And it's ridiculous to say that every other country's got it wrong. But that gentleman at the national, wherever he was, Chris Bowen today, he's smarter than the French. He's smarter than the Chinese. He's smarter than the Americans, the Canadians, the Russians, the Indians, the Pakistanis. He's smarter than all of them. He's the smartest man in the world. And all the other countries that are going down the nuclear path are just dopey. No, Chris Bowen is dopey. And his process is dopey. And it's hurting people. And when our nation has China breathing down our neck, we need to become as powerful as possible, as quickly as possible. He has signed us up to windmills and solar panels.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And by the way, windmills and solar panels largely built by China. Just to rub salt in the wound. I mean, it's just quite extraordinary. Barnaby Joyce, thank you so much indeed for your time.